The following contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
When you have a poop emergency at home and your parents are in the other room, you are helpless. But with Crap Alert, all it takes is one press of a button and help is on the way.
Crap Alert, what is your emergency?
I poopied and I can't get up.
Don't worry, your mom and dad have been alerted and help is on the way.
Thanks, Crap Alert.
The average parental response to a poop emergency is 7 minutes. With Crap Alert, that response time is cut down to 30 seconds. Our operators are trained for every situation, whether you're in the bathroom,
Aww. I almost made it.
on the playground,
I poopied and I can't get up.
Has any gotten on your hands?
or even in front of the TV.
I farted. The bit came out.
Did you feel it or smell it?
Order Crap Alert today. Dial 1-800-POOPY-PANTS now.
No, don't wipe it on your clothes.
Thanks, Crap Alert. Thanks, Crap Alert. Thanks, Crap Alert.
Crap Alert is not legally responsible for any cleaning bills or replacement underwear.
You're crazy, man. You're a loser. Playoffs?
It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
The Marc and who?
Starring the meteorologist who does it for the viewers,
Smoke!
Lowell Melser.
Can you get out of here?
And the man who rides the coattails of his friends and family, Marc Ronick.
Hey guys, it's enough with the amplifier.
And now, here they are. Radio's equivalent of a dial-up connection.
Hello, boys.
Marc and Lowell.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Marc and Lowell Show. I am your host, Marc Ronick, and here with me, as always, my co-host, Lowell Melser. Hello, Lowell.
Hey, what's happening? Long time no see.
Hey, what's happening in your new setup in your secret lair?
Yeah, we're in the basement, but we've moved because my mining operation's getting too big. So I've switched. I've switched over to the main couch area.
You look nice and relaxed.
Yeah, it looks more chill.
I feel good. Yeah. This is good. I think I could grow accustomed to doing the show a little more often.
I'm sure you could use a little relaxation as well.
Yes, it's vacation was no vacation.
Yeah.
Isn't that the theme of vacations?
Oh,
in
yes.
your world?
But I got a little taste of it from Lowell. This one's a doozy.
Oh, yeah. My lovely daughter, Sloan.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's welcome in first our good friend, Jonah Berger. Hello, Jonah.
Say, brothers, what's happening?
Just the three of us. Every so often, there's a show where it's just the three of us. There's no Lisa, Dan, Seth, nobody.
Just the three of us. Boom. We can make it if we try. Just the three of us. You and I. Y'all and I. Come on.
So, yes, here we all are, and man, it's been crazy. So I don't know even where to begin. I guess, you know what? Let me do this first. It needs to be said. We have had a long-time friend, fan of the show, Sue Fader, and a few weeks ago we had learned that she passed away due to cancer. You know, we just wish her family all the best, and we will definitely miss her. She was quite a friend. I remember one time when I saw Paul McCartney in concert with my daughter, and this was probably like 4 years ago or something like that. She saw I posted on Facebook that I was going to be there and said, hey, we should meet up. And we did. I met up with her and her family, and it was just... She's just always got a smile on her face. She was always just such a good person, so she will be missed.
Seems like a long time.
Yeah, she was a super fan. Yeah, she was like there from the beginning, from the very beginning.
Absolutely. So yeah, it just sucks to hear and see stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we've all been affected by that kind of thing in one way or another, and it effing sucks.
Yeah.
Much love, Sue.
Yes.
Much love.
All right, so now let's move to a different topic, which is... Lowell, you went on a family trip. I don't know if you guys had this planned for a while, because all of a sudden you're like, hey, guess what? Going away next week.
Yeah, we had this planned. We booked it several months ago. It's this resort, Camelback Resort. It's a ski resort in the Pocono Mountains, but they also have an indoor water park, which is really cool. And then they also have like outdoor activities too that you can do. Like they have like this mountain coaster that you can go on. It's like you sit in this cart.
Nice.
And it carries you up to the top, and then you steer it down the mountain on a track and things like that. So there's tons of activities that you can do there.
Nice. So great place to take 2 kids, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what the thing is now. Reed is like old enough now to like do stuff and not be a baby.
Right.
You know, he still has his moments of whining.
Yeah, well, he's 4 years old, so.
Yeah, so like, but I got him to go on the water slides. I got him to go on, all kinds of stuff. He had a blast.
Were these water slides steep, or were they just kind of kid-sized?
No, they had all kinds there. They had definite adult slides that like he was not big enough to go on, but then they had... Okay. For his age, they had ones that actually were like, if I could compare it, Jonah would know this reference to the Topakigny Yugny slide.
I was just going to say, Topakigny Yugny.
Yeah, that was this park in Florida that we would go to a lot.
That's awesome.
Kids. Yeah, so they were like legit slides, and like he was a little trepidatious at first, and I was a little nervous putting him on for the first time by himself to go on this water slide. He seemed pretty like into it, and I was like, Reedy, just, lay on your back or sit up. Just be careful.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And like he went down, and it was like, the first time you ride a roller coaster and really like it. Like when he got to the bottom, he's like, I want to go again. I want to go again. Let's go
That's
again.
Awesome.
Yeah. So like all day, Reed, he wore me out. Like I said to Allie, I said, for the first time after the first night there, and we were like in bed, which is a whole nother story.
Okay. Looking forward to that story.
No, not looking forward to that at all.
I know. I'd like to tell you another story.
Not even. Not
about my vacation at Camel Toe Mountain.
We had to sleep.
Okay.
It was a mess.
All right, we'll get back to it.
But Reed, I said to Allie, I said, for the first time in my life, I'm like tired.
Yeah.
As an adult.
Right.
Hey, that's because you old.
Yeah, he wore me out. Like, it got to a point he kept wanting to go on the water slides, and like he wanted me to go with him. And I said, dude, you know what? I'm gonna walk you to the top, and Daddy's gonna walk back down.
Yeah. Daddy's beat.
Yeah, because those things throw you around, and they get you get like.
My sciatica was
I started getting a headache. I got getting a headache.
I remember Maya you guys know this, has never really been into rides, but every so often when we've gone to these parks, there's one that she'll all of a sudden be willing to try. And this time it was a water slide. This was a few years ago. We went to this one. She wanted to go down one of these gigantic water slides that had the tunnels and they were steep and lots of turns and all that.
Right.
And I was like, all right, but like you get a little nervous for their first time. They don't know how they're going to react.
Right.
You're anticipating that whole time when they go up and you're waiting at the bottom. You're just anticipating, which kid am I going to get right now? The one that you described, Reed, being like, all right, let's go. Let's get another one.
Right.
Or is it just, mass hysteria?
Why you do that
crying.
to me, Papa?
Yeah. And so I remember that feeling, and I remember Maya kind of shooting out of the bottom, like backwards on her stomach or something. Like she was a mess, but she ended up thankfully liking it. So
yeah, I mean those slides are pretty darn fun.
Yeah,
I have to tell you, like in the beginning, I was having a blast, and I ended up the second night. I actually went by myself and went on some of the like really big ones, which were pretty fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
But leading up to our trip, so we took a road trip, and we were on vacation, and Reedy and Sloan had never had McDonald's before.
Oh.
And they kept seeing McDonald's and like, we want a cheeseburger.
Have never had it?
Not yet. They never had it. So I was like,
for
all right,
you,
let's
man.
go. Let's go to McDonald's. We'll get a cheeseburger. And they were all excited to get their first cheeseburger.
Happy Meal.
No, just cheeseburger, because we had like a bunch of other snacks. So we're like, all right, we'll just get a quick cheeseburger for the kids.
Oh, you got to get the Happy Meal for the first time.
Because we were driving. We weren't stopping to eat. And the Happy Meal with the drink and the
here
whole
you go,
9 yards.
kids.
Yeah, fries everywhere. Yeah, no, just burger.
Here's your unhappy meal.
Yeah, here you go. So they're like loving their cheeseburgers. Da-da-da. And Allie and I look back at the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
The both of them have eaten the bun and the cheese and left the burger patty.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't eat the burger.
Why not? Did they?
I don't know. No, Reed goes, the bread is much better. And I'm like,
Weird. Yeah, it's full of preservatives, little Reed.
Right, well, that
nice
burger
and soft.
is too.
Yeah.
And then I just was keeping track of like different things with eating. So like we had to go to restaurants there and stuff. So like we order them stuff, and like at the end of the meal, Reed he's like, I don't want to eat any more of my fruit. And I said, all right, I'll eat your fruit. Mm-hmm. And I eat his fruit. And then I'm just about done eating the fruit, and he goes, it was without fail, all right, I want to eat my fruit now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wah-pa-pa-pa.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that led to some fits. But yeah, so the sleeping situation turned out we got like a suite. So Allie and I had our own little master bedroom, and the kids had 2 queens that they could sleep in.
Yeah.
We set them all up. Reed was perfect, but Sloane was like not having it. She wanted to like get out of the bed and run around, and like wouldn't get in the bed and didn't want to
She just probably was uncomfortable in a weird place, didn't know how to deal.
Finally, I just turned to Allie and I'm like, you know what? I'll go sleep in the other queen bed, and Sloane will sleep with you. So then Allie had to sleep with Sloane in the bed for like 2 nights, and like our sleep started deteriorating as far as how much sleep we were getting a night. So as the vacation was going on, we were getting less and less sleep. The kids were getting up early, and the kids weren't getting naps. So that's what led to Sloane's demeanor.
Uh-oh.
She would just flip on a dime.
Hey, Jonah, would you like to hear what that might have been like?
Yeah.
Sure.
This was the one thing Lowell sent me from his trip, and it starts with Allie giving you a little intro here.
9 hours of this.
9 hours of this, she sent.
Oh, my God. It's like birth control.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
She's got a set of pipes.
9 hours? Is she being serious?
She's just for no reason doing that. Nothing's making her happy. Then she'll go on some. That was when we were at this amusement park after we had left the Camelback, and but then she'd go on rides and she'd be happy and smiling and laughing, and then you'd go to take her off the ride, and then she'd do that, have a fit because she wanted to stay on the ride. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Longer all the time. And so then when we were done with Camelback, we went to Allie's parents for a night. We went to Damon's, the food place, Damon's.
No.
It's a chain. It's like a Fridays.
Okay.
It's like a sports bar. And we sit down to eat, we order the food, and we're sitting there waiting, and Sloane's getting more and more impatient, and then she starts like crying like that and throwing like a tantrum. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Reed had never thrown a tantrum like that, ever. We never have had to leave.
You mean at that age?
Yeah, and never had to leave a restaurant, never like in the store, like nothing. And like she had full-on mental patient, like carrying her out of there, like falling limp, screaming. Yeah, had to get her out. So
you're like, can I get some mozzarella sticks out in the parking lot, please?
Yeah, please now.
And a side of fries.
So Allie's parents had to like bring us the food to this. We went to this miniature golf place where she calmed down because we promised Reed we'd take him to go miniature golfing. Then he was getting upset because he thought that, we were saying, all right, we're just going to go home. We're just going to go home.
Yeah.
And he was getting upset because he thought with Sloane.
Oh.
And he was and I was trying to say to Reed, no, Reed, we're just going to take Sloane home, and I'm going to take you to golf. Don't worry. We're going to go to golf. Don't worry. But it all worked out. So.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell you guys about this resort. Another thing about this resort that I noticed. So the whole thing about this place was that, like, I feel like we were the only people from Maryland there. The rest was all, like, New York and New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like,
because it's not that far from there either.
Right. So it was like all like, Hunt to Simon, how you doing?
Yeah, it's funny how, what is it? Probably 250, 300 miles, and how those miles make such a difference in just the culture.
Such a difference.
Yeah.
Right?
I know. It's
so
crazy.
Funny.
I don't jive with those crowds, man.
No.
And there was and then Sunday it was like so crowded, and I'm like, oh, what have we done? It's just too crowded. It's too crowded. Monday was a lot better though. It was a lot less people there, but like there were so many people there, and I was just like, oh. And you had some people that were just being like totally inappropriate. Like there was like this one woman wearing like total ass cheeks exposed bathing suit, like walking around. And I'm like, really?
I know, but think of being a middle-aged woman and being like, all right, let's get scantily clad and go to a family fun park.
Yeah, I was going to say,
idiots.
should not have had ass cheeks exposed.
No.
Okay. That's a problem.
The obesity epidemic in this country is an epidemic.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an epidemic.
Well, and it's highlighted at amusement parks, as we all know and love. God bless them.
I mean, it is a problem. I mean, we got to get that under control.
Yeah, I know.
People are
I've
gonna
seen that in
die.
Atlantic City too.
Yeah, so
I've seen that.
And then I told you they had this coaster thing outside. And they also had this thing. They had the coaster thing that you sit on this individual thing and you steer it. And then they also had a slide.
Okay.
But the slide, you had to ride one of those ski lifts up to the top of the mountain.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Go down the slide. So Reedy and I get in one, and then Allison and Sloan are in one behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what was going on. Reedy and I get off, and I see Allie is coming up and is bawling, crying.
Oh, no.
God.
Freaking
Now
out.
Allie.
Allie's crying.
Right, it's Allie. It's not.
And I'm like, what's going on? And she gets off and she's like, I'm afraid of heights. That was too much.
Oh my God.
And Sloan is real small and she could have fallen through the cracks in the thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's
no.
I could see what you said. Had I known, I would have been like,
well, duh. I'll take the kids.
yeah, don't
one
come up. Yeah, don't come up. I'll do it.
How funny that you didn't know that she's afraid of heights.
Yeah.
Was that a discovery for her, or did she always know that and was just never really told it to you?
I don't know. I feel like it was heightened because I guess Sloan is small, and I guess her argument was the slats in the back of the seat.
Yeah, I know.
Got antsy.
I ain't knocking her fear of heights because I've got it, and I would feel
Marc's got it.
exactly the same way if I were
Yes,
in her
he
shoes.
would.
I just find it funny that you had no idea.
Yeah, because I guess we've never really been in a situation where she could be afraid of heights. And I was like, when she got off, I was like, we've been married almost 10 years here. I didn't know you were afraid of heights. She's like, well, I am, but if it was you and me, I would be fine. But Sloan and da da da. And I'm like, oh man, I felt terrible. I was like, oh man.
I'm sure I've said this on the show before, but my thing also with heights, I don't like it if I'm standing with people who are on the edge of something, if we're hiking and it's like a high up cliff or something. If somebody's standing by it, I'm still shitting bricks.
Yeah.
I hate heights. I don't know why that is, but they freak me out.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm not afraid of heights, but sometimes you just get antsy.
Yeah.
In situations like that because and those ski lifts especially, it's you're worried it's going to stop.
Right.
And then you're just sitting there in the air and you're like...
I'm sure you heard about this, Lowell, because you're a local news guy. Did you hear about that coaster at the local...
I did, yeah, that went off the rails.
Well, it got stuck.
Stuck or something?
Yeah, and everybody was upside down.
Yeah, no thanks.
For 3 hours or something. I can't...
know.
That would freak my ass out.
I know, everyone's just bugging out.
Oh my God, you would freak out.
Oh my God, dude.
You would freak out.
Yeah, freaking.
But that would hurt after a while.
Yes.
The blood all up in your head. Come on.
Yeah, I guess they'd have the fire department come out there or something.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think anybody was hurt, but mentally, I'm sure everybody was
mentally,
it's
never going on a coaster again. And then one other thing, we're talking about the Sloan screaming. So Allie, the thing about the slide that was good was that you could control how fast or slow you go on it. It was a long way down, but it was so Allie could go really slow on it with Sloan to get to the bottom. So we go down, we get to the bottom. I say, all right, I'm going to take Reedy on the coaster thing. That was more like a rope tow thing that just pulled you up the mountain on the coaster, and then you went down. So Sloan wanted to go, but she couldn't go. So that screaming that you heard, you could literally hear her screaming.
Oh my God!
At the top of the mountain, we were at the top of the mountain, and I could still hear her screaming.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's awful.
It was a mess. I felt bad. But the thing is, because she wasn't getting her naps, she wasn't sleeping enough, so she,
right.
2.5-year-olds, they are delicate.
Yeah, but that's why kids are idiots. Can't they just suck it up? She's on vacation. Just relax.
Yeah.
So you're a little tired. Like, come on.
Tell that to a 2.5-year-old.
I know.
It's
Try that reasoning.
Brutal.
I want to see how that goes.
There's no reasoning.
I'm on the blissful side of the fence of ain't got no 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm just like, get over it.
Yeah.
Relax, man. Kick back, watch a little cable. You got a hotel room, you crying about the bed. Come on.
Oh, man, you don't even know.
I don't know. I know. And these stories don't make a brother want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you never know. You never
know. I know. But it's different when it's yours. When I hear other people talking about it, I'm like, trade them kids in, man. Come on.
Yeah, but it's still very frustrating whether it's your kid or somebody else's.
It's so funny. The guy that's all into kids camps is so anti-kid.
Yeah, but that's 2.5-year-olds. I ain't directing no camps for 2.5-year-olds.
What were the youngest campers at Ramblewood? Were they like 6?
Yeah, something like that.
6 or 7?
6 or 8.
I still can't see sending like Reed to a 4 weeks away at 6 years old. I mean,
Amy started at 7 or 8 years old. I think she said 8 years old.
I think it was 8 years old.
But still,
I think
right?
8 is usually the youngest.
Yeah, 8.
I don't know. I
Maybe
feel like
8's okay, but
there are some people that we know that we went to camp with back in the day that I think even started 6 or 7.
That's so young.
The youngest kids at my camp right now are 10 years old, and man, they're fine. They're cute.
Yeah.
They're not throwing no fits.
Right.
Yeah.
10 is relatively workable.
Oh, hey, speaking of kids, I saw The Incredibles 2.
Oh yeah, how was that?
I really liked it.
I did too.
I thought it was really well done. It was, a great sequel because a lot of times sequels can be crap, but
Right.
the fact
and
I guess
it took forever for that one to come out too.
12 years.
Exactly. I think even longer, 13 years, I think. And it was worth the wait. It was really good. I will say, now, Jonah, you can tell me, I don't know if this happened at your theater or not, but I saw it opening weekend, Father's Day. Again, I loved it. I really did. And I thought it was funny. It had great humor in it. And the character that probably stole the show was the baby, Jack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jack's funny.
You got to show Reed, Lowell, the first one.
I know. We're working on it. We just showed him The Lion King. So
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
But you showed him Wall-E, didn't you?
yeah, we showed him Wall-E.
So he would love The Incredibles.
Yeah.
And then you can take him to see The Incredibles 2. It's really
Show
good.
him Silence of the Lambs yet? Because that's a real good one.
Right.
That's a good one.
But I'll tell you, I don't know if this happened to you, but I found that the audience found it much funnier than I found it.
Oh,
Really?
I mean, people were hysterically laughing as if we were watching, Eddie Murphy back in the day in his prime. You know what I mean? Like, to the point here, I'll give you an example. To the point of something like... The baby...
Is that the theater?
No. I mean, this is what it was
All
like.
right, we got the point now.
That's what it was like. It was ridiculous.
Everyone laughed in our theater, but only like quick laugh when the baby would do something funny.
No.
Like there were like quick laugh moments.
This was,
but
I'm telling
there was
you.
no giggling.
Oh my God. It was like the #1 comedy ever. I mean, it was a little much, I found it.
You know what I just saw?
What's that?
I just saw Coco.
Oh, I have not
that's
seen
on
that
like
yet.
Netflix or something, isn't it?
Dude, it's really good. Megan's been raving about it because she's like, oh my God, Coco, it's the best ever. And I'm like, all right, Coco. But it's actually really
That's
good.
kind of how I feel about it too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no, it's good. I like the animation style. I dug the story. It was like an unusually good animated movie.
Okay, fair enough. I know. Look, I think it won for best animated film last year. So
it's like touching.
I get it, but just for some reason, I just can't bring myself to watch it.
We were talking about the Lion King.
Yeah.
The animation in Lion King is like horrible.
Right. Now
it's all hand. It's like I think it's still handwritten animation.
It could very well be.
That was the one thing I had a hard time adjusting to when I was watching it because I'm so used to watching all these Pixar things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I shouldn't say it's horrible because it's not. It's just it's done by hand. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It was just weird to see it because I was like, I thought this was like
it was when it came out.
Yeah, when it came out, it was top notch.
Right.
But,
And now they're going to do kind of the live action version. They're going to remake it.
I saw that.
Oh yeah.
And James Earl Jones will return.
There will be no one to stop us this time.
Wow, he's still around.
Oh, and the other thing is I think I'm pretty much done with 3D movies.
I never was into them.
I always thought, it was a better experience overall. I didn't think it was amazing, but I always thought it added to it.
It depends on the movie.
But at this point, I think I'm at a point where it doesn't even matter what movie it is. The thing I hate about it the most is it makes the screen dim because you've got these shades on. They look like sunglasses. And it makes everything darker, and I like the picture to be nice and bright, and where I'm not struggling to really see what I'm looking at.
I would give the example of Avatar. I saw Avatar regular, and then I saw it in 3D, and it was so much better in 3D. I mean, so much better, but not just any movie. It's like they want you to think that 3D is better for everything, and it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Sometimes it's waste.
It is. Who's coming over there?
Reed.
Hi, Reed.
Hey, it's
No.
Reedy. He's pointing at me. Oh, he doesn't have his...
That's Jonah. Do you remember Jonah?
Who's he eating?
Yeah, Jonah's your uncle.
What's Jonah? Ask him what he's eating. Say, what are you eating, Jonah?
No.
No. What are you eating, Joe? Oh, he's eating peanut butter.
Peanut butter with a spoon.
So how's that? What happened to that diet you were on that we were talking about?
Yeah.
It was only 3 days. It was the last 3 days.
But I thought you had done that 30-day thing and you were going to eat nice and clean moving forward and all that stuff.
No more clean. Not with that jiff.
No, what's dirty about PB?
Yeah.
I have eaten all day. I've had 2 scrambled eggs, dry wheat toast.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And a pretzel rod. So I'm digging on pure protein these days, baby.
What are you doing?
Hey, what's up, Reed?
Hold on. Reed's hijacking my... Reed, come here.
I can tell.
Come here. Put these on.
Hi, Reedy.
Hi, Sticky.
Reed, did you go on vacation? Oh, that's it. And he's
Okay.
gone.
He's being a little... I got to get him some headphones.
Oh, now Reed's breaking the equipment.
No, I don't know how that happened. That's weird.
I want to wear this.
I read. Let Daddy finish doing my thing. Say goodbye.
Tell him he can do it in a minute.
Do it in a minute, Reed. We're just getting ready to wrap up soon.
So, Jonah, you texted me yesterday saying you got quite the bill that you had to deal with.
Oh, my God, dude. You have no idea. Well, we started this week by the check engine light in Megan's car coming on.
Yeah.
And there's a crack in the head gasket. And in order to fix it, they have to take the entire engine out.
Oh.
And while they have the engine out, they always replace the timing belt, the things that you can only access when the engine's out.
Right.
Because you never do those just on their own. So that's going to cost us $2,800.
Oh, my God. Time for a new car.
That's how we started our week. And then 2 days ago... Banjo is in the other room, and I hear him go,
whoa.
And I was like, oh, God. And I go running in the other room. I was like, what's wrong, buddy? And I'm looking, and I can't see anything, and nothing is seemingly wrong. So I was like, all right, you want a treat? And he got all excited. We went, got him a treat. He put it in his mouth. He took it over to the place where he always eats his treats. Mm-hmm. And I walk back to the couch, and I hear...
Oh my God.
He's like yelping in pain, and I go running over, and the treat was like a foot away from him. And I was like, oh man, something's going on with his mouth or his teeth. Mm-hmm. And so we took him to the vet yesterday. The vet comes in and she goes, lift up his lip for me. And I lift up one side of one lip, and she goes, oh yeah. And I go, what? And she goes, his canine has to come out.
Okay.
She's like, that's completely infected. There's all this calcium buildup, which causes the tooth to crack. So she's like, he must be in crazy pain. I said, okay, what's that going to run me? In addition to the $78 now consultation fee,
right.
She starts plugging in numbers and goes, well, we're going to have to extract it. He's going to have to be under sedation. Mm-hmm. While he's under sedation, we do a full cleaning. And we're going to have to do x-rays to see how the other teeth are looking.
Yeah.
$1,088. Yep. And so Megan and I, Megan and I are like, all right, great, but we're like, what are you gonna do? It's our little man. Like, you got to take care of business.
Just tell the dog to suck it up.
Yeah.
Deal with its bad tooth.
Exactly.
Right.
If only the dogs would just
Yeah, it's just
relax
a
and
dog.
stop their whining.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that he can't eat anything.
Right.
We schedule it for this morning. We drop him off at 7:45. They're like, we'll call you with an update once we get the x-rays back. If there's anything else going on, of course, we get a call. And it's the doctor sounding morose. And I mean morose.
What?
And I was like... I looked at Megan, and I had her on speakerphone. I was like, oh, my God, she's about to tell me my dog died, because little dogs especially can die under sedation.
Sure, especially older.
Yeah, I mean, he's not old.
How
He's
old is
only
he?
5.5.
That's it?
I got him when he was 7 or 8 months.
Oh, okay.
And it was like 5 years ago. She said, well, the good news is he took to the anesthesia fine. The bad news is it's looking like we are going to have to extract 13 teeth.
What?
Count them. 13 teeth. And I said, are you kidding me? She said, his teeth are completely a mess. That several of them have holes in them. Several of them are like loose and jiggly. He is completely neurotic about us getting near his mouth. I've never been able to brush his teeth because he like bites at you. Like, he's completely sensitive about it, which is why we've never really brushed his teeth. We give him dental treats. We put the dental liquid in his water. And little dogs are famous, Chihuahuas especially, for having really bad teeth. And so $700 more, so it's $1,800. Yep.
Wow.
$1,800 plus the $2,800 comes to a lot of money.
So do you got to jack up the price on the B&B, huh?
Yeah, Megan said they're extracting his teeth and our bank account.
Right.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, that's
So
terrible.
we got a call a little while ago. He's out of sedation. He's looking around but groggy, and we're going to pick him up in an hour.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's a $2,000 dog.
That
Can you dig
sucks. Time for a new
I mean,
dog.
I dig it.
it? We've had really good luck with him. It's literally the first time we've had to deal with a health issue.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, we've still not spent a lot compared to a lot of dog owner friends I've got, but
Yeah.
holy cow, man. It's been a financial week.
Well, as I told you in the text when you told me about that bill, I still expect a very large monetary gift for my wedding coming up next week.
Yes, and as I told you in that same text,
Yep.
keep expecting.
Yeah. Keep expecting.
No
Yeah,
excuse.
my present is my presence.
Right.
That's what I
My
say to all my
presence is
friends.
My presence.
My presence
Isn't that
is my
isn't that the
presence.
motto at the Cheapskates Club?
You and Amy got plenty of dough. You don't need
Oh,
you don't need our
buy me
$100.
a present.
You don't need our $100.
You handle the Realm bank account, don't you?
Yeah, which has nothing in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're rolling in it. Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
rolling in
Yeah.
fumes.
But dude, guys, it's a week. I'm getting married in a fucking week.
I know.
A week away.
It's a week away. I'm ready. Like, I want to do this already. Like, I wish it was now because I'm just
Right.
wanting to get it going. I'm excited.
We're going to have fun, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Good times. Hopefully the weather isn't a fweep.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully Sloan likes her hotel room, because you never know. I'm just saying, that could be a problem.
No kids. He's not bringing the kids.
Oh, kid-free environment?
Kid-free.
Well, the littles. And you know, if they had no choice, of course they could bring the kids. But
Of course.
we talked about it, Amy and I. We were like, I bet you Lowell and Allie may want to just come by themselves without the kids.
Yeah, do some shooters, baby.
Yeah, no, we got my dad and his wife to watch the kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you know, I gave a job to our old buddy Seth for the wedding.
Yeah.
Seth is going to be handling, we're going to do, since it's at this venue where we can do it outside, we're going to do a campfire after the celebration, after the reception. Seth is in charge of the fire. He's got the campfire duties. And what was funny was, for our listeners that have been listening for a little while, he made a funny reference to the fact that, you know, when I wasn't the best man at Jonah's wedding, I was instead asked to be the DJ. So now Seth is calling himself the fire DJ.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
He'll love that job. Seth loves making the fire.
Oh, he's thrilled. And what's funny is also I had texted him. Amy kept bothering me. She's like, will you please find out if somebody can also supply ingredients for s'mores? She really wants to have s'mores when we have the campfire. And I was like, all right, I'll talk to Seth and Julianne, maybe Lisa even, just see if they'll do it. So I texted all three of them, and Seth texts back. He's like, You asked me to do the fire. Leave it alone and let me take care of it. Already on the list. I was like, Amy made me do it. And then he was sending me references that I'm already whipped and I'm not even married yet.
Right.
You should put Lisa in charge of s'mores. I feel like Lisa would do a great job with that. She would do it all fancy and like put the chocolate inside the marshmallow first.
Now,
and all that,
if I know Lisa, though, at weddings, she'll be, as what did they say, 3 sheets to the wind by the time the fire's going.
Yeah, 10 sheets to the wind.
Lisa in college went to one of our friends' weddings and drank 10 drinks. And we know this because Lisa kept the straw from each drink she consumed. And so by the end of the night, we were all a little toasty and we were calling her 10 straw runyon. And she even had a tagline. It goes, 10 straw runyon once shot a man for calling her 9 straw. And then at my wedding, she went for the 10. I think she made it.
I think she went past it.
She was saucy at my wedding, man.
Yes.
I mean,
get ready
she was
for
11
that.
straw. Make sure to have straws on
Hey,
it.
Lowell.
Straw.
You got the toast written?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all done, ready to go.
I've still got to make that Marty video too. How's that going?
Good. So far, we've got one video.
Who did it? Peter Brady?
Yeah.
Can we get an extension on the videos? Or is that
but not long, champ. You got before Marc's wedding.
It's funny. You drummed up. You had a lot of momentum in that email.
Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta get everybody on track here. That we're doing a birthday gift for Jonah's dad since he was the director of the camp, touched many of our lives. We're doing a little birthday video thing for him.
Secret birthday video, so no one say nothing.
Yeah, so no one say anything to him, please. Jonah sent out a massive Facebook message thread to everybody that we know from camp, and I'm talking probably dozens of people. And Lowell, you're referencing the fact that it really kind of took on a life of its own.
Right, it did. But then that's why I asked Jonah, I was like, well, how many videos did you get? And he's like, 1. I'm like,
but I wasn't expecting to get quick return.
They were like, yeah, we'll all do a meet together and we'll sink Bugs in our bunk bed blues and we'll do a whole thing. And I'm like, I didn't say a word. I was just like, all right, let's see how this all goes. But
Lowell did reach out to me and he said early on, Marc, man, this thread is really getting annoying.
Oh God, you're annoyed by everything.
Yeah, because it's not annoying when your phone every 25 seconds
I don't have
is going,
Facebook on my
bing,
phone anymore.
Bing,
no.
bing, 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 bing.
That is exactly right. And I was like, hey, brother, don't forget you can mute the whole conversation.
And I was like, yes, I can.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
I don't have Facebook on my phone anymore.
I said to Marc, I don't want to be rude and leave the conversation.
Right, because everybody thinks you're bad.
Right.
I was nervous that people were gonna leave because it was getting too much, but no one really has left. But muting is a nice reminder.
Right.
Yeah.
Reed, you want to say one more thing? Hold on, wait. Reed's here. He wants to say, here, put on your...
Hi, Reed.
Hi.
Hi, Reed.
What's up, Reed?
Reed, did you go on the water slide?
Yeah, it was a big one.
Yeah, how many times did you go on it?
100.
100 times? That is a lot of times. Did Daddy go on it?
Yes. He went on the orange one.
He went on the orange one. Was Daddy scared?
No.
Did you play miniature golf, Reed?
Yeah, I got 2 holding ones.
No way.
What?
2 of them?
Yes.
Wow. Hey, Reed, do you want to hear something funny?
What?
Oh, thank you, Reed. Now Reed's supplying the sounds.
Ooh, that was a good one, Reed. A tutor.
A chip off the old block.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, bye, Reedy.
Bye.
Bye, bud.
I got to get a new mic cover for this thing. It's like deteriorating.
Yeah, you've really done a number on that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to order something online or something here.
Are we having any kind of bachelor situation?
I asked Marc. He didn't want to do anything.
It just seemed like a lot. And, Jonah, I would have felt weird without you there. And so I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. The boys will do something the night before after we do that dinner.
I could do like a strip dance if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with the bandana on your head, maybe?
Yeah, with the bandana on my head.
Do a cleaning.
Maybe have a little bet that night and see whoever loses can clean the hotel room.
Amy's
naked.
like, "Where are you going, Mark?"
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. We're gonna clean up before the wedding. We're gonna clean.
Yeah,
do some cleaning.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lowell, actually, here, let's
Yeah.
end on this. I do have a best man favor to ask of you.
Okay.
This is actually something we haven't 100% decided on yet, but
Yeah.
our dog Harley is going to be in the ceremony.
Yeah.
And, we don't really have a big wedding party. So what I was thinking is I was going to ask you, would you walk the dog down the aisle for me? That you would kind of be the first one to walk down the aisle to meet Jonah, who'll be officiating, and you'll bring the dog over and then wait for me to come down the aisle next, and I'll take the dog from you.
I mean, I would say yes, but the dog doesn't really know me, and that could be kind of a catastrophe.
He's super friendly. He doesn't care. He likes everybody.
He's like the easiest dog.
I mean, I'll do whatever you want me to do, but I just,
And
I'd
then
hate
you'll
for
go
it to
sit-
be a whole. I hate for it to steal away from the,
I know. But you'll have fun with it. You can have fun. You can just kind of goof around while you walk down with them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him some nice pets and some lovin's.
But you won't stay there the whole time either. You'll just, once I come, I'll take the dog, and then you can go sit with Allie.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sure. Yeah, just walk the dog. Yeah.
And if he shits, you'll pick it up, right?
Yeah.
No, I will not. I will leave it in the
best
aisle.
man. You are the best man for that job.
Yeah,
Tell you
that's
what.
right.
All right, well, that is going to do it for the Mark and Lowell Show. Please go to Facebook, go to Twitter, friend, and follow us over there. And if you need that information or any other information, Mark and Lowell, just go to markandlowell.com.
And if you want to get me on all the social medias, you can go to
Ocean City win sustained. Ocean City win sustained.
And a big thanks to Jonah Berger.
Hey, if you want to get me, you can get me at www.2.5-year-olds-don't-know-how-to-chill.com.
And a big shout out to Buzz Burbank, RJ Diaz, and everyone else who helps us with this show. For Lowell Melser, I'm Mark Ronick. We will see you next time on the Mark and Lowell Show. Bye-bye.
Some sweet hog mama with a face like a gent. Said, "But get up and go, must have got the wind." Well, I got good news, she's a real good liar. 'Cause a backstage of boogie set the pants on fire.
Now, Lowell, I just saw in the background your son walking around with golf clubs in the air.
Careful with that golf club.
And that didn't look like no toy golf club.
Yeah, that's his part of his little set.
I just saw this golf club like bouncing up and down with the club in the air. I was like, uh-oh. I was ready for Lowell to just get knocked out.
Could be worse. Yeah. Has been worse. Well, because you guys are dragging me down. You guys keep... Well, every time I get done with the 7-day, you guys are like, oh, gosh. Oh. Every time. Doesn't matter what time I come on. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, and then you expect me to be chipper for 5 straight hours. It's miserable. I want you guys to say, wow, that's great news. It's going to be 60 on Friday. Well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Lie to you? I'll put 70 every day next time. God.
Thank you for your commitment.
Man, thank you. Mr. Davis appreciates it. He knows when to bundle up.
Yep.
Here's some wind. Here's some temperature, 20s. Feels like 19 or feels like 70. I don't know. 47, partly cloudy. Southwest breeze 10 to 15. Here's a 60. I don't know if that's good enough for you guys. Get excited. Maybe I'll disappoint you with the 7-day here in a few minutes.
Ooh.